Hi friends, Live Fit with Laura on this beautiful, beautiful day. I'm up on Red Hill Drive. I want to talk briefly to us about seeing the bigger picture. And to those of us who have depression, realizing that many times we are only seeing the immediate situation. We're stuck in our little me bubble. We feel the walls closing in on us because we are not seeing the bigger picture. So on this beautiful day, I'd like to encourage those of us with depression especially to get outside. Look at this beautiful, beautiful day. Each day, it's really bright here, each day we say, "This is the day my Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in the day." Encouraging us to keep moving, to keep walking, to keep getting outside and getting engaged with a big, beautiful world. We don't want to stay stuck in grief. Grief is a very normal, natural part of our lives, but we don't live there. We don't want to stay stuck in disappointment, which is also a very normal, natural part of our lives, because we are surrounded by humans, and being human, we're all flawed, we're all imperfect. So we don't camp out at the point of our grief or the point of our disappointment. We keep moving. Although we are disappointed, although we are grief-stricken, we keep moving. We do not camp out at the point of our grief or at the point of our disappointment. We don't stay there. We must keep moving. And as we move, we are grateful for our lives. I'm up here on the top of Red Hill and I can see all of the valley. It is just beautiful, and it reminds me of how important it is to keep moving, to have a bigger picture. We have the bigger picture rather than tunnel vision. We choose not to have tunnel vision. We see the bigger picture. We continue moving forward to those things that lie ahead, putting behind us those things that lie behind. Many of us can have tunnel vision when we are grief-stricken or disappointed or lonely, and then we feel like the walls are closing in on us because we only see the immediate situation. But we must keep moving. We must keep our eyes on the bigger picture. What is the bigger picture? The promise of eternal life. This earth is only a short stay for us. We rent the bodies that we live in. But when we pass away physically, we see God face to face. We have the promise of eternal life. There is more to this life than what we see with our eyes. There is more to this life than this physical world. We have the promise of eternal life, and there is more to this life. We are promised eternal life. There is more than what we see on this planet. This planet is but a short stay for us. So we are to live each day to the best of our ability, with our mind off ourselves, staying out of the little me bubble. That is why I talk so much about physical, mental, and spiritual fitness, because our stay on this earth is short, and we don't know when our physical bodies will get ill or sick, or when it is our time to leave this world, this physical world, and see our Creator, our Healer, our Maker, the Prince of Peace, the living water, the bread of life, face to face. We walk with Him daily, though we see Him through a mirror dimly. When our physical bodies pass, we will see our Maker face to face. So that is why it is so important to keep our mind open to the bigger picture and not stay stuck in the point of our grief or in the point of our disappointment and regurgitate and rehearse the details of that grief or that disappointment. Mental health facilities are full of people that are stuck. The mental health facilities are full of people that want to live and camp out at their point of disappointment or at their point of grief, trying to control their lives by circumstance. We do not control our lives by circumstance because there's so many things behind the scenes. So that is why we do control our focus, our attitude, whether or not we eat junk food or real fresh food, and whether we choose to move forward with forgiveness or choose to stay stuck. It is up to us. Only we can decide to move forward. Only we can decide to stay out of the little me bubble. Only we can decide to move ahead to those things that lie ahead, putting behind us those things that lie behind. Only we can decide to embrace what's around the corner. What is around the corner? We don't know until we get up and move. If we are stuck in our grief or stuck in our disappointment or stuck in our unforgiveness, we will never know what's around the corner. So we are to keep moving. We are to keep moving so that we can live our lives well and leave a legacy of hope. It is easy to get stuck in our point of disappointment or in our point of grief. That is a very human thing to do. That is why we deliberately, many times a day, shift our focus off ourselves, off of the poor little me bubble, and onto our Creator, and get our mind off ourselves. It is very normal and natural to stay stuck and in the little me bubble. Poor pitiful me. We think that we have things so much worse than anybody else. But there's nothing new under the sun, my friends. And Jesus is the same today, yesterday, and tomorrow. He has not changed. This culture will continue to get more and more insane with a never-ending quest for selfish gratification through means that only bring us more misery. This culture is crazy because it is me-centered and it is far away from the truths, the real truths that Jesus gave us and gives us. He gave us the truth 2023 years ago, and these truths are still alive and well today. You're all welcome to live a self-centered life, live in the little me bubble. How's it working for you? I'd like to encourage my friends to live the way Jesus teaches us, counterculturally. He teaches us to not only forgive those who have betrayed us, but to love those who have betrayed us. He teaches us to live a selfless life, not a selfish life. He teaches us to be humble. He teaches us that the meek inherit the earth. He teaches us that contentment is not found in power, money, material possessions, or in a self-absorbed life. And these truths are absolutely 100% true. So I'd like to encourage my friends today, instead of choosing to live in the point of our grief, in the point of our pain, in the point of our disappointment, let's live on a different path. Let's choose the path that Jesus tells us about. Let's walk with Him day by day. He is with us when we get up. He is with us throughout the day, and He knows our future. He is our Prince of Peace, the bread of life, not this culture, not that next job, not that next circumstance, not the material possessions that we think that will make us happy. They do not make us happy because we are spiritual. We are mental, spiritual, and physical. So I teach mental, spiritual, and physical fitness. It's not just about the physical, respecting our bodies, eating real food, not eating the junk food. Forgiveness through our mental health by forgiveness of ourselves, forgiveness of others, and spiritual health, fitness by only worshiping the Creator that gave us life and breath, not worshiping ourselves, not worshiping depression, not worshiping what we see as problems, not worshiping people, not worshiping places, not worshiping things. I always get into the falling back into the muck of quicksand of self-pity when I regurgitate my disappointments. And it is easy to get back out of that quicksand. What do we do when we're in the pit? We just get out. We don't talk about getting out. We don't spend 5 or 10 or 15 years getting out. When Jesus saw the ill man waiting by the pool for all those years that would not help himself, what did He say? He did not show him pity. He walked over and He said, "Get up, make your bed, and walk. We simply get out of the ditch. For those of us who are in the ditch, and I get in the ditch quite often because I have genetic depression, we just step out of the pit. We step out with decision and with determination. We just get out and we move forward. So everyone get our exercise. Those of my friends that are living in the pit of self-pity or the pit of misery, I'm not dismissing what you're going through. The loss of a parent, I lost my mother in March, then I got laid off. The loss of a parent, the loss of a job, the loss of something that gives us contentment and peace and joy is very devastating. It's a huge loss. I'm certainly not minimizing any of my friends' losses. I'm saying we don't live there. I'm saying we move forward with courage and strength because we have a life to live and we have a purpose. We live with purpose, power, passion, and in the present. So Living Fit with Laura, to get and stay sane, stable, serene, and strong. All of us say this is the day my Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in the day. Everyone get up and get our exercise and have a wonderful day with me. Living Fit with Laura. I'm proud of you.